You actually urged BP to do what they're doing right now quicker than they were planning to do because you had a weather window that was opportune for this moment?
And looking at the weather patterns, we saw that there was a real long distance between troughs that were forming out in the Atlantic and down in the Caribbean. And I consulted personally with Jane Lubchenco, the administrator of NOAA, and we felt that there was a 7 to 10 day window, and if we were going to have the opportunity to do it, we knew that BP had the technology ready to deploy. So I asked them for a plan and a timeline on how they might move that forward. They provided me one, and I approved it.
And speaking of that timeline, you said that later today you should be moving forward with that tighter cap, that whole operation that's taking place. Will you know later today whether or not that's actually been a success?
Well, the cap is staged right now. We have to do a seismic baseline run before we actually start it because we want to understand what the seafloor is like in case there's any change to that after we start cranking down the pressure. Once the cap's on, we will slowly close the valves and see if it can tolerate the entire pressure in the wellbore, and that will tell us a lot. We need to know what the pressure is inside that cap to be able to know what our next steps are, whether we can shut it in or we'll have to produce oil to keep the pressure off.
Right.
So we should know something after the cap is on and we do the well integrity test.
But theoretically, this could be shut down later today, the leaking well?
I would say maybe not today, but it could give us the information that would lead us to believe we can shut the well in, which means we can put a cap on it and it can maintain the pressure. We won't know that until we do this well integrity test. That's the reason it's so important.